overcome this without any medicine or any injections.
Right.
So then I followed a good food routine. I used to take some dried fruits in the morning, and then a fruit per day in the evening. So that really helped me to increase the blood count. And then once I finished my college, right after my college, I got placed in Amazon, and then I joined there. But there, unfortunately, I got a night shift. So the first 3 months, my shift timing was 6 p.m. to 3 a.m. And the next 3 months was my shift timing was 9 p.m. to morning 6 p.m.
Right.
So unfortunately, again my blood was reduced, and then since the night shift, I couldn't follow a proper routine of food. So that my entire digestive system was collapsed, and even if I want to take water or even if I want to have liquids, I need to have the digestion pill or I need to take the tonic. So then the doctor advised, again I asked the doctor that I don't need to have any pills or the tonic, and then they suggested me with the diet chart where only the food, dried fruits and the vegetables can be taken, and which really helped me to come out of the migraine, and my digestion system was it was got ready, and then my HP also increased, and now I'm maintaining in a good count.
Okay.
So whoever is joined in the hostel or whoever lifestyle gets changed, please make sure that your food routine should be proper. Like it should be on the time and it should be healthy. So you can have junk and you can have the processed foods. You can have it like twice in a month or thrice in a month. But if it goes more than that, definitely the health system will be collapsed.
Okay.
So, and since we are working on the systems, we can have more water, and we can have like an infused water, like we can have the watermelon or apple in our water, or we can have curry leaves in the water, so that our eyesight will be improved. When we keep on seeing the systems, our eyesight may get reduced at some point of time, so it will not happen in the future when we have the curry leaves in the water. So that's the tip I am giving to all my colleagues. So with this note, I will finish my speech.
Okay. Fabulous, Yalini. Fantastic. First thing, pretty good. So you reminded us that you wanted to do this, and if I let you go, you can keep on talking. So that is very good. That's precisely what we want, because you go into the depth and talk, and that's what this what we call session is for the participants rather than the trainer. Right, so every long what you call conversation or any chat which you do here is like in complete practice for you, so that is good. So you said you keep changing your hobbies, but you talked about the health where it completely deteriorated, and from there on you have worked on it to bring it up, so that is good. So yeah, so that you gave it as a tip and advice. There are a lot of tips as well as far as the health part is concerned. But a couple of things I just wanted to ask you. One thing, Yalini, is like you mean to say the hostel food was pretty ordinary, or it's because you were not having your food on time? What was the reason?
No, the quality of food was not good.
Absolutely.
The oil which was used for the cooking, it was the main reason. So the quality is not good.
Absolutely, I thought so. So just because I just wanted to check with you. So that is one thing. Yes. So that is something which one has to live by it. So, but again, there must be good hostels as well, where in terms of hostel must be good, but maybe the cooking part is something if it goes worse.
Yeah, when we came to know, we just informed to the management, and then they changed the catering, and
Absolutely.
they brought a good one.
Absolutely, absolutely. So they put a good one, but it took someone to complain about that. So for them to.
Yeah.
Okay, and another thing is that night shift which you talked about. So that is again somewhere down the line, no, because it happens we don't take care of ourselves, which is very important. Yes, when you're young, you can
Eh,
gain. Yeah,
some days it will be like I'll sleep for an entire day and I'll eat only once in a day.
that's the problem. That's the
So
problem.
that's what the problem.
Absolutely. I heard from others as well. I know there are a lot who work in night shift for a long time, and they take care of the health because what it's so easiest thing to do is that skip few meals, mostly because then when you work in night shifts, say suppose you start your shift by 2 o'clock, so your breakfast is there about around 12. So that's how. But lot of what do you call staff who work in night shift, they skip that one. They have a brunch kind of a thing, which is lunch and brunch, and then their dinner, and the sleeping time also changes. So all those things, it's very difficult if you're not able
The
to take care of.
lifestyle is really changed when we go for a
Absolutely.
night shift.
Absolutely, it does. It completely does. So that's one. Okay, brilliant. Good to hear that you sound and healthy now. So you come out of all these things and you've given some tip. And there are few free tips which I can share with you. One is like because there is also something a soft skill training where it talks about stress management and also in terms like managing your life. So these are the things also a part of a soft skill. Since Yalini spoke about that, one thing if it one very important thing is that don't skip your meal. So that is something which goes without saying. And have your food on a regular time and drink plenty of water, which is very important, especially during summer. So I'm here and it's still sweating. I can feel it, right? So it's they're about 30 to 40 degrees today. They're in here in
It's
Chennai,
41 here.
41 there. So we are there about the same level. So right. So it's pretty hot. And another very important thing is that people have pretty heavy break lunch as well. So that is or dinner as well. So that is something where, as they say, have your breakfast as a king and dinner as a oh sorry, breakfast as a pauper. No, breakfast as a king and dinner as a pauper, right? So that is something I know a lot of people who have heavy meal and then the moment they know that because all your energy goes towards digestion, they fall asleep, right? So that is something can be avoided. Exercise is very important, any form of exercise, right? So that is something which would keep you in good state. And also in terms of sleep, people think they can sleep less and they can get away with that. So all these things catches up, especially night shifts as well, right? So that's something. Apart from that, apart from the work, yes, we all have a life as well. So keep yourself busy with something, some hobby or somewhere where your interest will be there. And listening to music and those kind of things is a great soothing. So these are the things which is there in the stress management as well, which we cover. And prioritizing is also an important thing in your life because if you prioritize your things, what is to be done important, then what happens is that avoids a little bit of stress as well. Okay, brilliant. So this is, I thought I'll share. I did so. Okay, so what we will do is that I will share the comprehension which I have done with the other class as well. And so let's do that. So that would be one I'm sharing now. And have I given a task of role play in this particular class? I've not given a task. Okay, hopefully we will do, but we have 5 words that also has to be done. So let's see. Let me first of all, first thing first, let me share the comprehension, and I'm sure you all will be able to do it in a jiffy. Jiffy is like pretty quick, right? So I can make a note of these words, jiffy. Okay, just 1 second. I'm sharing my screen with you all. Okay, so before I go into the comprehension part, let me quickly, Sharanya, you are with us?
Yes, sir.
Sharanya, hi, good evening. Are you able to hear us?
Yes, sir. Good evening.
Okay, brilliant, brilliant. Your voice is so feeble. Maybe you're talking from Kerala. That's why it's so feeble, is it?
Yeah, I don't know, sir. Now,
We could
am I audible?
Yes, 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 yes. Maybe you are far away from mic. Okay, brilliant, Sharanya. As long as you are able to hear us, that's brilliant. Hafifa and Hafsa, good evening. You're with us, isn't it? Both of you.
Yes, sir.
Fabulous.
Yes, sir.
Fantastic, fantastic. Great. Okay, so let me share this particular slide. I'm sure you will be able to see it now because it's in the screen sharing only. Yes. So it's in the same pattern which you saw on the test. And let me tell you, Hafsa, this is the assignment or this is the assignment test which you took. So so I'm doing that in the class so others can also see. And I'll come to you if others are not able to answer. I'll come to you. So you remember this one, Hafsa? Do you remember?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Fantastic, Hafsa. Okay, brilliant. So let's do this now. Okay, this is again a kind of a conversation. So I will request the participants to speak. So let's start with Kanchana. Kanchana, can you read the first para itself? Maybe the entire para.
Okay. Betsy, this weather is killing me. I can't breathe. Billy
Billy.
dash. Betsy, yes, I do, but it's boiling today. Billy, you are right. Shall we go to the pool?
Okay, brilliant. Now, these are the choices. So we have to fill up the Billy, what Billy will say. So you have seen the, what do you call, the sequence of the chat or the conversation. So what would Billy say? And can you try, Kanchana? Do you think you will be able to try?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Option A, it's much higher than the average. Option B, I thought you liked hot weather. Option C, do you listen to the weather report? Option D, you don't want to swim today, do you? Option E, you should have listened to the weather forecast before you. I can't see, sir.
Went out.
Before you went out.
Okay.
Yeah.
Brilliant. So, what would be the right one according to you, Kanchana?
Okay, so I will go through this once again.
Take your time. If you want me to pull up the answers, I can do that for you. This weather is killing me. I can't breathe. Billy, what will Billy say?
I think option B.
Option D, you don't want to swim today. Okay, good try. And
No, option B, sir.
Option B. Okay. Okay, brilliant. Yes, that's precisely what it is. Because if you see, this weather is killing me. I can't breathe. Billy says, I thought you liked hot weather. So, yes, I do. But it's boiling. So, the previous and the next one, there should be a correlation between the fill in the blanks. Right. So, that's precisely what it is. Fantastic, Kanchana. It's a bit doing it remotely, and I can't pull everything in one sheet, one page. So good try and fantastic one. You got the right one, which is B. Fabulous, Kanchana. And so let me go to the next participant now. So that would be Nikita. Nikita, if you can read this for us, please.
Molly dash. Ricky, I'm not sure. Why do you think he is? Molly, he doesn't even say a word unless he's asked a question. Ricky, it's probably because he doesn't have any friends yet.
Okay. And so let's look at the options. There are 5 options. You want to read that as well?
Option A, don't you think the new student is a little strange? Option B, the teacher wants the new student to come to class on time. Option C, is your father interested in modern education techniques?
Mhm.
Option D, the taxi driver doesn't seem to know the city very well.
Mhm.
Option E, is your brother doing better at school this year?
Okay, fabulous. So, what do you think? If you want me to take you to the situation, what do you think would be the right one? Let me see whether I can reduce the screen size a little bit. Is it still readable for everyone, this one?
Yes, sir.
Yes? Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Okay,
Yes,
brilliant.
sir.
So I'll keep this in this particular thing. So if this will come in one sheet. Okay. Yes. Take your time, Nikita. Just go through and let us know. What do you think?
Option A, sir.
Very good. Yes. So that's precisely what it is. And why do you think it is?
Option A is, don't you think the new student is a little strange? And the next dialogue is, why do you think he is? There is a
Absolutely.
question.
There is a question. Brilliant, brilliant, fabulous one, and good reasoning as well. Fantastic one. Very, very good. Okay, brilliant, Nikita. So let me move on to. Let's move on to Sharanya now. Sharanya, please.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
David, shall we watch the football match tonight in a pub? Victoria dash. And David, shame on you. The national team is playing against Germany. Victoria, you know I don't like football very much. So
Okay. Read the options as well, please.
okay, why not? You could come to my place. Don't forget to bring some fruit, will you?
Okay.
And next, option B, I didn't know there was going to be a match tonight.
Mm-hmm.
Option C, pubs are very crowded when there is a big match on TV. Option D, I would rather play football than watch it. Option E, I am not available tonight, so why don't we play another day? Answer is option B. I didn't know there was going to be a match tonight.
Okay. Brilliant, Sharanya. That was so quick. You know this comprehension before, or you just did it now?
No, sir, just read it now.
Fabulous one. I thought you were reading fast and all, but that was a pretty good school. Pretty good, what do you call, attempt. So that is precisely what it is. Okay, so and if you want to also do a reasoning, so I thought, okay, let's add reasoning part also. Why do you think B is the correct option?
Yeah, because David says, shall we go to watch a match?
Mm-hmm.
Next dialogue is, shame on you. The national team is playing against Germany. So he says that I didn't know there was a match today.
That was so quick and very nice and pretty good work, Sharanya. Fabulous work. Brilliant. So let's go to the next participant. That will be, whom shall I go? Let's go to Hafifa. Hafifa. Hafifa, you're there? Hafifa? Yes, Hafifa, your turn. Can you read that for us, please? Okay, not sure if she must have issue. Hafifa, I'm there. Okay, fine. We can't hear you. Just see your. No, you're not. Okay, can you just sort this thing out? I'll go to another participant and come back to you. Right. So let's do that.
Hello.
Yes.
Am I audible now, sir?
Yes, you are audible. So which plug did you remove by mistake? Okay, this is precisely, yes, you are audible now. Yes, sir.
Okay, sir.
Please go on. Can you read this, please? Hafifa?
Yes, sir.
Brilliant. Go on.
Mother. Hello.
Yes, yes, yes. We are able to
Okay,
listen.
I'll start.
Going on. Yeah.
Mother, I don't want you to come back home so late again.
Keep reading. Keep going on.
Okay. Daughter dash. Mother, it was too late for a girl at your age. I don't want to discuss this. Daughter, okay. Mom, I won't do that again. Options. It was not late, Mom. It was only 10 o'clock. Do you have any idea what time it is? C. Neither do I. But I think it's too early to punish her. D. If you keep talking, how do you expect me to concentrate on what I am doing right now? E. This is the first time I have been so late for work.
Okay. And what do you think, Hafifa? What would be the one for this one?
Wait, sir.
Take your time. Go through. You have everything in the same screen, so no worries about that.
Option A, sir, I think.
Option A. Okay.
I don't want you to come back home so late again.
Okay, and why do you think so?
Option A, sir.
Okay, why do you think so?
Because she's giving the reason. She's mother saying, I don't want you to come back. Mother saying, I don't want you to come back home so late again. Daughter is specifying the time, that it is only 10 o'clock. For daughter, it is only 10 o'clock, but mother is saying it was too late for a girl at your age. That means 10 o'clock is too late for a girl at that age.
Fabulous one, Hafifa. Fantastic. That is precisely what it is. And very nice. Very, very nice.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
Brilliant work. And I'm actually, I'm very happy and proud as well now, because the way the participants are talking now, the way Hafifa explained it with the kind of a confidence and in a flow, everybody, Yalini started with, and Nikita, Kanchana, Sharanya, right? So this is great to see Hafsa as well, right? When Bhumika comes, of course, she as well. And who's another name I missed? Right, so it's pretty nice, and I feel very happy and proud to see that the way you are conversing, you're able to express yourself, and so that is something really, really good. Okay, great. So let's go to Yalini now. Yalini, if you can read this for us, please.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Dentist, you don't seem to brush your teeth regularly. Patient, dash, dentist. Next sentence.
Bringing it up for you.
Okay. You know how bad they are for general health, don't you? Patient, of course I do, but I can't stop myself. Options are, I don't, but I promise that I will from now on. Option B, I'm warning you. You can't insult me like this. Option C, I have brushed my teeth regularly since I was a child. Option D, actually I do, but I eat lot of sweets. Option E, how do you know that I don't brush them regularly?
Okay, and
Oh, bad.
you want me to take you up to the comprehension? I can do what?
No.
Okay.
No, sir.
Okay.
So is it option D?
Did you say option
D.
D? D as in Delta. Yes, that's precisely what it is. Option D. Fantastic. Very good. Good memory skills for everyone, huh? Because not going back to the comprehension at all, and then you're able to see from the answers, maybe the choices, and able to answer. That's fabulous. Why do you think so? What's the reasoning, Yalini?
Since because he is asking, don't you brush regularly? He is saying I will do, but I also eat a lot of chocolates. So the doctor is saying that chocolates are actually bad for general health.
Absolutely, absolutely. That's precisely what it is. Fabulous one, fantastic. Brilliant. So this part is done. So let's move on and let's do some comprehensions as well. So this is like that was a comprehension as well. That was into a conversational kind of a conversation where you have one blank. So you have to think about the situation, the next sentence. But this is the typical conversation, typical comprehension passage, right, which we have now. So that is something I'm going to create. Typical could be another word, I think, which we can give you in the class, right? Hopefully we can give you a typical. That's another good word to have. Okay, I've made a note of it. Okay, great. So let's go to Hafsa. I know Hafsa did this. So this was her reassessment test. And so, yes, but maybe you can read half of it, Hafsa, and I'll ask another participant to read another half. If you want to read the entire thing, please go ahead and feel free. What do you want to do? Hafsa? Hafsa, are you there?
Me, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay, can you read? Can you read this comprehension passage? It's a big one. If you want to read it full, you can. Or tell me when you want to stop. I'll ask another participant to read it. Can you do that now, please?
Yes, sir.
Brilliant.
Data from the atmosphere of Venus. Data from the Pioneer spacecraft of NASA apparently prove the theory that the high surface temperature of Venus is due to an atmospheric greenhouse effect caused mainly by a blanket of carbon dioxide. Such a greenhouse effect is created when energy in the form of sunlight easily passes through a planet's atmosphere, warms its surface, and it is converted to heat radiation that is then held in by the atmosphere from top to bottom. Venus has a relatively thin atmosphere like the Earth's, but Venus' atmosphere consists of more than 90% carbon dioxide compared to less than 4% in that of the Earth. Because of its higher percentage of carbon dioxide, Venus' atmosphere traps much more heat radiation than does the Earth. Thus, the Venus studies are believed to be important to the understanding of possible adverse effects on the Earth's agriculture that could result from the long-term use of fossil fuels, which add carbon dioxide to the atmosphere.
Okay, brilliant, fabulous. I must say all the participants are good readers as well. right? So I can see a flawless, effortless, and very smooth reading by everyone. So that is what I could notice in the class. So Hafsa, I think this should be fresh in your memory still. I believe you took it last Friday, or last Saturday. So let's see what you remember. So you want to go ahead and try it?
Yeah, I will try, sir.
Yeah. The first one.
According to the passage, data from Venus study can be used to
Read the options as well.
measure the amount of carbon dioxide in the atmosphere accurately, increase the emission of carbon dioxide into the atmosphere, test the efficiency of the spacecraft sent to Venus by NASA, predict future agriculture problems on Earth, determine the topography and the surface characteristics of the Earth.
Okay. So what do you
Option
think
A.
the right one is when you're ready?
Option A.
Okay. Option A is not the correct one. Do you want me to go back to the passage?
Yes, sir.
Okay, brilliant. Here it is.
As are options.
Okay.
D.
Okay. Why do you think so?
Because at the last they have said that thus the Venus studies are believed to be important in the understanding of possible adverse effects on the Earth's agriculture.
Okay, brilliant. That is precisely what it is. Fabulous one. And so I'll let you try another one, if not two. So let's see whether can you read the second one now. That's the right answer. Very good, Hafsa. Yeah.
We understand from the passage that the atmosphere of Venus option A is thinner than the atmosphere of the Earth. B contains much more carbon dioxide than that of the Earth. Traps less heat radiation compared to atmosphere of the Earth. Blocks out dangerous rays from the sun. Is far colder than the atmosphere of other planets in our solar system. B, sir, answer.
Okay, that was pretty easy for you. Brilliant. Very good, Hafsa. Thank you very much. So I'll call upon another participant and then I'll go in the same, what do you call, circle. So I'll call upon Kanchana now. Kanchana, your turn.
One can infer from the passage that option A, there is no difference between the atmosphere of Venus and the Earth. Option B, the atmosphere of the Earth consists of mainly carbon dioxide. Option C, the more carbon dioxide in the atmosphere, the warmer the world will tend to get. Option D, lack of atmosphere causes a very high surface temperature on Venus. Option E, Venus had once enjoyed a climate of the sort hospitable to life.
Okay. What do you think is the correct one now?
Option B.
Option B. Did you say option B?
D.
D is in Delta.
Yeah.
Okay. That's not the right one. You want me to go to the passage, I can do so, or you want to check again, you can.
Option C.
Absolutely, that's what it is, Kanchana. Fabulous one. Option C is the right one. Any reasoning why it is so?
Actually, it is mentioned in the passage.
Absolutely, it is mentioned in the passage. Very nicely put it out. Okay, brilliant. So that is precisely what it is. And thank you very much, Kanchana. Then I can call upon another participant now to read this comprehension passage. So if you look at this comprehension passage, might look very, what do you call, heavy. Heavy in the sense like several paras, several lines. But the thing is that it's pretty simple, something very easy to understand and what do you call, and make the answers out of it. So whom shall I call now? I'll call upon Nikita. Can you read this for us, please?
How does brain work? Theories about how brain works remain a topic of debate. It is agreed, though, that the hippocampus, a part of brain, is undeniably important for memory. When we experience something, the information is sent via our senses to the hippocampus, where it is processed. Scientists believe that brain cells, called neurons, first transform the sensory stimuli we experienced into images in our immediate memory. Then these images are sent to the hippocampus and stored temporarily in short-term memory. In the hippocampus, information is organized, and it is during this process that parts of the image of our experience fade away. Finally, certain information is transferred to long-term memory in a section in the frontal lobe of the brain known as the cerebral cortex. Scientists think this process may happen while we are sleeping, but exactly how the information is transferred from one area of the brain to another is a mystery.
Okay, brilliant. So I'll bring up the options for you now, Nikita. So here is the first one. If you can just give it a try, please. How many options are there? There are 5 of them. So here you go, Nikita. Can you read the options as well, please?
This reading is mainly concerned with option A, how to improve our memory. Option B, why some of the information in short-term memory fades away. Option C, illness that results in severe memory loss. Option D, how human brain processes and stores information.
And one more is there.
Option E, the importance of neurons in transferring sensory stimuli.
Any idea which one will be? Take your time.
Sir, can I see the passage?
Sure, why not? Here we go.
Is it option E?
Option E. I'll take you to the option, just see.
Sir, it may be B or E. I'm confused.
Anyone who's sure on this one, please come in.
Yes, sir.
E, okay, that's what Nikita.
Option D.
Sorry. Option
Option D. D.
D. Okay, yes, Yalini.
D.
What reasoning?
Option D.
Yes, I got this now. What's the reasoning behind this? What is the reasoning?
So can you show me the question?
Yeah.
So the question is about this reading is mainly concerned with. So in that passage, they were in the last line it was mentioned like how it was processed. They didn't know how it was processing exactly.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
So
That's precisely what it is, Yalini. Fantastic one. I think Nikita got it if she had a full, complete view of the what do you call comprehension passage. So she would have got it as well. And well done, Nikita, and good work, Yalini as well. Right. So brilliant because we have some bottleneck in terms of showing the entire thing in one page. If I do so, I don't think so you'll be able to see it properly. Right. So let's go to the next one. I would go to Nikita again. So Nikita, if you can try the next one as well. And here it is. That would be the fifth one. So please go ahead and give it a shot. Give it a shot. You got to read it for everyone as well.
According to the passage, scientists, option A, know that information is sent from the long-term memory to the hippocampus. Option have found out why some of the information is lost in the hippocampus. Exactly how the information is transferred from one area of the brain to another. Option D, agree on how the brain works. E, still debate whether the hippocampus is important for memory.
Any clue? Take your time.
Is it C?
You're saying it's C, and that's precisely it is. You took your time and you got it bullseye. So that's precisely what it is. And what's the reasoning for this, Nikita?
Sir, actually, I remember the previous answer.
Okay.
Oh, Yalini explained it. So.
Okay, brilliant. Fantastic one. So, very good, Nikita. So, let's go to Yalini now, this time for the sixth one, or probably two of them. Yes, Yalini, if you can also read it for us quickly, please.
yes, sir. It is pointed out in the reading that option A, the brain was not considered as high complex organ in the past. Option B, damage to hippocampus doesn't cause any memory loss. Sorry, doesn't cause memory loss. Option C, all of the information stored in the short term is transferred to long term memory. Option D, Hippocampus is in the frontal lobe of the brain. Option E, scientists agree that the hippocampus is important in processing information.
Take your time and let us know.
So could you move on to the passage?
Okay, brilliant. I'll do that for you now. Okay, so here you go.
So now to the question.
Sure.
Yeah.
Okay, here you.
The option E.
Option E is that's the precise one. That's the correct one. Any particular reasoning, Yalini, for this one?
So actually, it matches 50% with the option C too. But the thing is, all of the information they have mentioned it as all of the information. But in the passage, they have said that only few of the memories will be transferred from short-term memory to the long-term memory. And then the hippocampus, it is the one who transfers from short-term memory to the long-term memory. It was clearly mentioned in the passage.
Fabulous. Very good reasoning, Yalini. Fabulous. Brilliant. Good try, and you got it spot on. Brilliant. Okay, so this is another one left, but if you also look at, we are running short of time, okay, because of the length of the comprehension passage, right? So what I will do is that we would definitely finish it, but not today, right? So because we will run out of our time, and also there's no point in doing it because there are 2 more passages as well. And I just wanted to ask you all, is this interesting read, what they are sharing? Is it very nice to understand real stuff and all? What do you feel about it, everybody?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so this is a pretty interesting comprehension passages, and so gives you a lot of insight about everything. So as I said, we do this another day, which would be on Monday. And so let's quickly, let me give you, because I don't think so we have enough word to run the your sentences as well, which you would have made. So, but we will keep doing what we do best in terms like having 5 words which we do make sentence each day. So I'm going to type this word, and the best thing is that I can the time left would be only to explain what are these sentences. And so we are back to, let me stop the screen sharing. So we are back to the chat box. Here we go. So I've typed these 5 words. So if any one of them is repeated, you can please let me know, and I can train the word for you. So first is dent, right? So what is dent? Right. So a dent is like something which is like bent, broken. My car got dented. Why? Because somebody banged from behind. So a dent, right? Small dent. There's a small dent which has to be removed. So that's the word. Refrain, meaning not to. I refrained from when my friend offered to watch a movie. I refrained. I don't know why, but I refrained. Meaning, I refrained meaning a kind of a refusal, right? So you did refuse. So you stayed away. So refrain could be also stayed away. So let's to stop yourself doing something, right? To do to not do something, right? Refrain. I stop, right? So that is what it is. Pretty very good word to have, refrain. Then let's look at another one, mobility. This is a very easy one, I believe. Anyone? What is mobility?
Moving.
Absolutely moving. Mobility. Are you mobile? When they say, are you mobile? In the interview, if somebody asks, are you mobile? So what do you mean? Right? Would you like to move from one place to another place as well? Are you willing to move? Right? Mobile. Right? So that is mobility. Right? So mobility, that's a very good word to have, mobility. Imagination is your limit. You can make any kind of sentences as you wish, mobility. Right? So muted is the next one. So what is muted? His response to the serious allegation was muted, meaning there was hardly any response. What happens when we press mute on TV? Right, the volume goes down completely, so you can't hear anything. There's nothing to be heard about. So muted, another very good word to have, muted. Right, not bright, not loud, or loud, soft. Right, that's what not strongly expressed. Sometimes they might give you a kind of a response, but it's very muted, meaning not confident in a confident way, right? So what it says is that not strongly expressed. That's what muted is, right? So if you have any doubts, you can always Google this word. You put this word and you get that this particular word. Okay. So the next word is transitory. So what is transitory? Transitory is like a kind of a transition, right? So from one state to another, right? The transition from pleasant weather to summer has been pretty swift, meaning it has happened so swiftly, and we are into summer, right? And transitory is also not it's not a permanent thing. So right, so it is like keeps changing, transitory, right? This is just a transitory. What do you call this? Is only transitory. You will be back into your workstation. Meaning, this is just a small change, but you will be back, right? So this is just a transitory phase in his childhood. He will change. So those kind of a thing can be done. Dent is that I told you in terms of car. Refrain, we are avoiding mobility. You all know that. Muted is like not expressing in a strong way, but you are able to give a kind of a response, and it's transitory, which I explained now. Brilliant. So that's precisely what it is. So good that we stopped with the comprehension. We have one more we will do. Rest of the class, I've given an assignment where it's a role play, which I think I'll give you on Monday, right? So that will be very interesting. So I'm looking forward to that. And so what I would also say is that tomorrow we don't have class, but ensure that that 1 hour somewhere down the line you spend doing something related to English. It could be seeing a movie as well, or listening to some song, or seeing something on YouTube. So please do that. Stay connected with that 1 hour. And Sunday, you wish, if you want to do that, great. And we will all see you on Monday again, fresh and bright after the weekend. And I wish you all a great evening, and we'll catch up on Monday. Bye for now.